Do you think that's enough drink you're pouring in there?
All right, so welcome back to Drink with Jeff, the show where basically a drink with Jeff. So it's not that complicated, really. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good week. We are just ending a little weather event where we are, but everything is good. So, and we hope, because we have friends who have been through some tougher weather in other areas, and we hope that they are all well. We've been in touch with them, and it seems like they are, but let's just pass it along. Let's hope everybody is doing well. All right, so as you know, with the Drink with Jeff, our first thing to do is to hear from you. So let's get right into it with our letters from the world.
Letters from the world.
All right, so it's letters from the world, and as you know, with letters from the world, we have brought on a known reporter, a man who's prepared from a standpoint of a professional to offer us the letters from the world. So let's do that. Let's bring in our man on letters from the world.
Hello, my name is Arthur. I am the Drink with Jeff, Letters from the World reporter.
Hey Arthur, it's always great to have you on the show.
Always nice to be here. A single post this week, from Matt H. in Clinton, Massachusetts. What is with the reverb? Are you trying to sound like you're in a barrel?
Yeah, okay, all right. That's not necessarily exactly what we wanted to have it sound like. So let me run down what's going on. We're working on the reverb thing. The studio has a lot of sound of its own, and this mic is my Shure 55S. She's an old gal. I've had her for almost 50 years. And the room and the mic aren't yet getting along perfectly, but we're working on it. And this week we're trying something a little different this time, so let's see how that works. Matt, thanks for the input, and it's always appreciated, whatever the comments are, positive, negative. We can't learn, we can't get better if you don't help out. So thank you. All right, so it's, again, we only have one letter, so let's wrap that up with letters from the world.
Letters from the world.
I just love that. I just do. Sorry, it's a weakness on my part. Anyway, as you know, in the first two shows, there was a lot of comments about whether or not we were doing enough drinking. That was the issue. It's a drink with Jeff. Why is the drinking so low in the status? So we've decided to move that up. We're going to move it up. We're going to move it up to where it's now a little more in the forefront of the show. So to do that, we've decided, since we're paying him, decided to actually reincorporate Arthur into the Drink with Jeff, because I'm paying him and that's what I should be doing. So let's bring back Arthur as he takes us on a journey for the Drink with Jeff.
Arthur here.
Where are you?
I am at the local liquor store.
Oh, okay. Well, that's excellent. What do you have for us today, Arthur?
Today we have Del Mundo 1800 Tequila Anejo.
It looks excellent. And Arthur, I believe it's pronounced Anejo.
Sorry. In the future I will try to do better with the pronunciations.
Yeah, it's no big deal. No issue. I'm looking forward to giving this a whirl.
I hope you like it. Arthur, out.
Okay, so looks like Arthur has found us an excellent beverage. We'll call it an alcoholic beverage to go with. So let's see. We've got it here. We're gonna load this up now so that we've got it. All right. So here's our beverage, complete with the Drink with Jeff glass. So let's move on over. Looks like an adequate pour. Let's see what we've got. Hold on. So first, we need to smell it, right? That's the whole point. Let's smell it. Very, very rich. It's got a strong in your nose. It's a thick smell, almost bourbony in the bottom end. Okay, take a little snap. An interesting flavor. Hard to explain. I would say on first pass, it's almost got like an iron taste to it. Not bad, but there's a solid core. It's a kind of a slightly metallic taste. Lots really good legs, and a very gentle burn. Not much on the chest, way in the back, smooth. As you saw, we drink this without ice or any kind of accoutrement. Yeah, it's up in your nose. This is good. This is very good. Again, not really a shot tequila. This is definitely I would almost say this is an after dinner. If you had a good dinner, steak or something, an after dinner tequila. Definitely. All right. Nothing wrong with that. We'll come back to that shortly. So let's move on to the next segment of our show, which has specifically to do today with honoring somebody. So let's do that. We're going to drink a toast in recognizing the passing of an actress and an activist and pay her a tribute for the significant contribution in making America a better place. This is Sacheen LittleFeather. This is a picture taken of her at the 45th Academy Awards in 1973. Along with her film career and the co-founding of Red Earth Indian Theater Company, she was a staff member of the American Indian Center and served as the director of the First Nation Education Resource Center in San Francisco. Her work outside the Native American community included several AIDS organizations as well as Greenpeace. However, Miss LittleFeather is known widely for representing Marlon Brando at the 45th Academy Awards in 1973, where she, on Brando's behalf and request, declined the Best Actor award that he won for his performance in The Godfather. Brando's boycott of the ceremony and his refusal to accept the award, the Oscar, were a protest against Hollywood's portrayal of Native Americans and a method to draw attention to the standoff at Wounded Knee. If you are not familiar with the standoff at Wounded Knee, I would strongly suggest you research that when you get a chance. Her speech, written by Brando and edited by Miss LittleFeather, were met at the event with both booing and applause. After her speech, she was escorted off the stage, and people critical of her mockingly used the tomahawk chop and called out racial epithets as she was led by. Oscar producers later recalled that John Wayne had to be restrained by security guards to prevent him forcing her off the stage. It should be noted this claim has been disputed. However, what cannot be disputed is that the incidental remarks from others at the ceremony. Raquel Welch, in her Oscar presentation, said, "I hope the winner doesn't have a cause." And Clint Eastwood, during his presentation, joked, "I don't know if I should present this award on behalf of all the cowboys shot in all the John Ford Westerns over the years." Yeah, that's not really empathetic to someone presenting a real problem. However, not everyone missed the point. Sometimes it simply takes a long time to get to the point. So, 50 years later, earlier this year in 2022, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences wrote a formal apology and acknowledged the blacklisting of Miss LittleFeather in Hollywood. This was done in an attempt at reconciliation. And to augment that, they held an evening to celebrate LittleFeather and her legacy. She attended and graciously accepted. I'm here accepting this apology, not for me alone, but as an acknowledgement, knowing that it's not only for me, but for all of our nations that need to hear and deserve this apology tonight. Her reference to nations speaks to the collective of Native American nations on the continent of North America. Miss Bird Runningwater, who was on stage with Miss LittleFeather and serves as co-chair of the Academy's Indigenous Alliance, stated, Hollywood has clung to stereotypes of Native Americans for many years, long beyond 1973. We haven't moved so far away from those images, but we are getting better. So, progress is always a good thing. My take on this. Looking back at your past and seeing wrong isn't a call to hide the error. Maturity, whether it be people or nations, is shown in the recognition that we all make mistakes and the acknowledgement of that revelation that we all make mistakes. And a sign of growth beyond those mistakes is most apparent in the ability to simply say, I'm sorry. But let us not forget, standing up and pointing out the need for an apology is seldom appreciated in the real time. The cost can be very high to the person doing the pointing out, but it's the right thing to do. And gratefully and thankfully, there are courageous people who do it. Thank you, Sacheen LittleFeather, for being one of those people. So, as is the case in A Drink with Jeff, let us drink a toast to a person who has made something better. To you, Sacheen LittleFeather. Rest in peace. Who at 75 has left us, but her legacy never will. All right. Let's get back. And that pretty much does it for today. Our next show doesn't have a date yet. They never do. But it is on its way. And I want to thank everyone for watching. And I leave you with what we always quote here at A Drink with Jeff. There are truly good people in this world. Be one. Thanks, and have a great, great day.